Those are the questions. The answer sheets are over there. Like ones they're supposed to say. Put it in there. Testing one. Don't want it to be too loud. Testing, testing one.
Where's the paper?
There's papers all in they're right there. You can feel like I'm forever away from you all, but maybe move up a little bit. There are some answer sheets on the tables kind of strewn over this way, but you can grab it and take it wherever you want. Participate as long as you want or whatever. There are prizes this time. Last time I failed and didn't bring any prizes, and then I never gave prizes, but there are prizes this time. And yes, a couple of them are small little trophies, but there are other prizes than that too. Yeah, I dropped one of the small little trophies. Testing, testing. Now we're going. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a second. Again, there are some answer sheets, I guess is what they're called. And today, we've been doing intergenerational trivia in general. The themes are on the top, but each of the themes, there are going to be 6 different categories within those themes. 6 categories of the different generations. And so there's going to be questions under each of those for different generations. And of course, some of them are going to overlap. Some of them you're going to be like, that's not that generation, that's my generation, or so on and so forth. But hopefully, you'll know more than just your generation, and we'll go from there. Some are really easy, some are hard. Probably the hardest ones are towards the beginning, so don't get discouraged if you don't know the first few ones of them. So we're going to start with TV and film. TV and film with question number 1. And this one is from what is known as the silent generation, so the generation before the baby boomers. And don't ask me dates and whatever, you'll kind of gather what that is because I didn't print that off, of course. But let's go ahead and start. Question number 1. Silent generation, TV and film. We'll see if my mobile remote will. Who played the title role in 1950s TV Western, The Lone Ranger? There are 2 possible answers for that one. Who played the title role of the Lone Ranger in the 1950s TV Western? Well, you may or may not know, but that's okay. All right. Answer is either Clayton Moore or John Hart. and you, I don't know these guys. I didn't know this one either, so I would have gotten this one wrong if I was sitting in your seat as well. But a lot of them you're probably going to get easy. The next one is Gen Alpha. So that is the generation, not right now, they're being born right now, but most of the kids that are in here are Gen Alpha. Name one of Bluey and Bingo's cousins from the popular Australian TV show Bluey. And if you want to help each other, you can. But some people might not want to hear the answer, so so whisper if you're helping each other. The answers are either muffins or socks. Muffins or socks. Next is a baby boomer question. What Alfred Hitchcock classic with Jimmy Stewart is filmed in one room with only from his character's perspective? Which Alfred Hitchcock classic with Jimmy Stewart is filmed in one room and only from his character's perspective? This is probably one of the harder ones. If you don't know Alfred Hitchcock, it's probably one of the hardest ones. All right, the answer is Rear Window. Rear Window. Next question is from Gen X. I don't know if, are you Brendan, are you Gen X or are you millennial? You don't know. A baby boomer? I don't think you're old enough to be a baby boomer, but. Old. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No. I believe that's still Gen, but this is an early Gen X one. What TV series from 1978 to 1982 starred Bill Bixby, and I always pronounce his last name wrong, Lou Ferrigno, has as two, and I didn't write that right, but as two sides of the same man? What TV series from 1978 to 1982 starred Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno as two sides of the same man? A hint is it is part of the Marvel Universe. I'll give you 5 more seconds if you're still thinking about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The show The Incredible Hulk. Next question is a millennial question, but it probably is a lot of different generations. Reality TV became globally popular in the late 90s with this show where people compete to be the last on the island. It started with like the millennial Gen X kind of baby boomers, but it's still going on now today. Reality TV show where people compete to be the last on the island. Hopefully you know this one, Julie. All right, this one is Survivor, the TV show Survivor. The next one is Gen Z, which is before Gen Alpha, after the millennials. What TV show featured two brothers who tried to make the most of their summer by building various projects? I will say that it is on Disney. That is your hint. What show had two brothers trying to make the most of their summer by building various projects and doing various things? And there may have been an animal that is weird in it too as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb is the answer. There's a blue platypus named Perry, right? Yep. Oh. Question number 7 is another baby boomer one. What singer/actress starred in such musical films as Oklahoma and The Music Man? Probably none of the kids are going to know this one. What singer and actress starred in such musical films as Oklahoma and The Music Man? The one chick. That doesn't count. If you get a first or last name, I'll count that too as well, because it is not an easy one. Her last name is very common, I'll just say that. That's a hint I'm going to give. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Shirley Jones. If you don't know Shirley Jones, look her up. She is very talented. Gen X, but probably it's kind of had a resurgence, so a lot more might know this one. Question number 8. What TV show had a theme song, Thank You for Being a Friend? Thank you for being a friend. What TV show had a theme song, Thank You for Being a Friend? Cheesecakes were popular in that and all. Let's see what else is. What? Yes. True. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Golden Girls is the answer. It's about some old ladies, but they really actually were about like in their 40s when they filmed it. If you know Betty White, she was on there too. Millennial question number 9. According to Napoleon Dynamite, which is the best movie ever, maybe not, but it's good. I'm a millennial, so that's why I like it. What are ligers and why are they bred? Why are they bred? Why are they a thing? What? Sacrilege. What are ligers and why are they made to be an animal? Why are they bred? It's not a word we often use. If you get half of the answer right, then I will give you full points for that. You don't have to have the why if you don't know it. What is a liger? It's a mix of a lion and a tiger, and they're bred for, according to Napoleon Dynamite, their skills and magic. And if you've watched Napoleon Dynamite, you know skills are an important thing. And maybe we'll have to have that as one of our movie nights. I don't know. I think it's appropriate enough. It's dumb, but I think it's appropriate enough. All right, Gen Z. And hopefully this will be a bunch of others that will know this one as well. It's pretty easy, I think. Number 10, Gen Z. Which iconic Pixar character had the famous catchphrase of ka-chow? Which Pixar character had the famous catchphrase of ka-chow? If you want some answer sheets, they're right there, or you can listen along, play along otherwise. There's some puzzles and whatnot back there too as well. Whose catchphrase is ka-chow? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lightning McQueen. From Cars movies. The next one is a silent generation, which is the oldest generation that we have on here, but not the oldest generation, of course. Which 1938 radio drama, later adapted into film and all these different kinds of things, famously caused a panic among some listeners who thought it was a real event happening? Which 1938 radio drama, later adapted into film, famously caused panic among some listeners who thought it was real? And it was, yes, the question I found said had a singular, but yes, films and probably video games and all different kinds of things, I'm sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. War of the Worlds. So they were reading, he was reading or saying as a radio drama, and people turned on the radio, and it was about aliens basically attacking the world, and they thought it was a real thing happening. And people were calling the police and saying, and just were freaked out. That was before there was internet and all those things, and so they couldn't just, I'm sure it would be a lot better now, yes, no. With AI, it's not much better, is it? You can actually make it look like it's happening. All right, question number 12 on the films and TV and films. In the movie Encanto, this is Gen Alpha. In the movie Encanto, what magical gift does Mirabel's sister Isabella have? What is Isabella, Mirabel's sister, what is her gift in Encanto? The answer is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She can make plants grow, and it's perfectly is kind of the way it's posited in the film. What? Okay, that's fine. I don't know if that's completely accurate, but if you put flowers or plants, then count it. The scoring is up to you. So be honest and whatnot. 13, baby boomer. Name one of the two most famous TV dogs in the 1950s. There are two that come to the top. If you can name one of the two, I'm sure there were lots of different TV dogs back in the day, but there were two that were the most popular, most famous, according to what I found. Name one of the two famous TV dogs from the 1950s. If you name both, there's no extra credit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rin Tin Tin or Lassie would be the answers. If you have an argument for someone else or something else, I will entertain that, but those were the two most famous in the 50s, I would say. I wasn't alive, but that's what I found. Millennial question. Yay. No, I'm just kidding. This one should be pretty easy for a lot, but maybe not, because I haven't ever seen this movie, to be honest. Millennial question number 14. If there had been more room on the floating door, this movie's lead character could have been saved. What movie is that talking about? I have never seen that. Yeah, they're two very similar movies. A very more serious movie and a very unserious movie. If only there had been more room on this floating door, which movie's lead character or lead male character could have been saved? That character's name was Jack. I know that much. Rose was, that's not what I'm talking about. Rose was saved. The answer is Titanic. Titanic. And there was room for him on there, but from the Gen X, question number 15. Based on Alex Haley's book, what was the most watched miniseries in TV history, showing over the course of 8 consecutive nights in 1977? So whether you know the book or the miniseries or both, it's a one-word answer, too. I'll give you that clue. Based on Alex Haley's book, what was the most watched TV miniseries in 1977? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roots is the answer. Roots is the answer. Number 16, Gen Alpha. What is currently the most streamed Netflix as of this afternoon? I checked this afternoon to make sure it was correct. In any genre in history, with over 100 million more views than the next closest. What is currently the most streamed Netflix movie in any genre in history with over 100 million more views than the next closest? You either know this or you don't know it. And probably most of you might know it, and once you hear it, you'll probably be like, oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think it is? Nope, it is K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm sorry. There are some questions with video game questions later on, I promise. Silent Generation, number 17 for TV and movies, but this one's kind of music as well. In the 1940 Disney film Fantasia, how many of you guys have seen that one? Used to be one of my favorite as a kid, weirdly enough. What classical composer, up there it doesn't look right, but music accompanied the segment featuring the dancing mushrooms and fairies? In 1940's Disney film Fantasia, there was a classic. What classic music composer, if I can say it, accompanied the segment featuring the dancing mushrooms and fairies. This one might be a little bit, and I don't know if I can pronounce it right either, so that's a clue right there. He's Russian. I'll say that too. I think he's Russian. I think so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tchaikovsky. He's Russian, right? Okay. You're close enough then. Because I would not have spelled it right if I would have been like, yeah. All right, last question in the TV and films. So if you missed the first part of that one, then you'll get a restart in the next one too as well. Gen Z. Who was progressive TV's spokeswoman character beginning in 2008? She's been on a lot of commercials. And she has lots of friends now, but at the beginning, I think she was the only one. Who was progressive TV spokeswoman character beginning with 2008? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flo is her name. Flo. It's okay, Elsie. All right. Take a minute to count up your score if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay too. But take a minute to do that. And we'll move on to pop culture, which has some video game ones, has some fashion ones, some tech things. So it is a very wide category. It's a good time to take a bathroom break or grab some more food, but not too long. The first question is going to be from Gen Z for the next one. And I will say that this one could be probably debated, but hopefully you all get the right answer. Emerson, hurry up, honey. I don't know, did she go to the bathroom or is she out there? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to at least start reading the question. Gen Z, question number 1, I don't have the question numbers on these because I had some formatting issues, but I'll try to say the question number when I read it. Question number 1, out of pop culture. In Japanese racing game Mario Kart, which is where it began, what was or is considered to be the most difficult course? There's a lot of different versions of this course. I believe in every version of this game, which may be a clue as well. There is a version of this course. And I will say that there's a lot of places where you can fall off and just fall into the abyss or into the universe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think it is? Rainbow Road, at least according to is supposed to be the most difficult. If you guys are a Rainbow Road, I will take another. That's one I will take another answer if you really want to give another answer. If you actually have a course name. Number 2, millennials. This is a fashion one. So some of you millennials are going to cringe or whatever the word is now they use today. But what was the name of the tight necklaces popular in the late 1990s? In the late 1900s. No, I'm just kidding. The tight necklaces. They're also a type of dog collar as well. Some reason in the 90s we like to wear things that dogs would wear too as well. Just kidding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is a choker. Choker necklaces. Really tight necklaces that you felt like you were choked with. I never wore them. Did you ever wear those, Julie?
I did, but mine was like with like the yin yang hanging off. We went
Or the whatever that shell that's on it too.
from what? Pacific Sun or is that?
Hollister and Pacific Sun and all PacSun. Yep. Chokers is the answer. 3, Gen X. Before jump drives or iClouds, Gen X and of course others stored digital information on these 5-inch squares. Don't overthink this one. Gen Xers and others store digital information on these 5-inch squares. This one's probably an easier one if you don't overthink it. And again, if you give me another answer, you can prove it. Then, and they used to be even bigger in older computers as well. We'll say that much. Oh, Jesus fell over, didn't he? The answer is floppy disks. Well, what? A lot of these answers I got from like trivia cards and games, and so we'll have to take it up with the game. That one I stole from somewhere. So yeah, they said 5 inches, but yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Did you still put floppy disk though, even though you knew it was wrong? All right, baby boomer, number 4. Number 4 is a baby boomer question. Duncan Toys became the #1 company for this skill toy. One could use this toy to walk the dog, shoot the moon, and rock the cradle. And around the world, too. You could do a lot of crazy, weird things that doesn't seem like you could do with a little toy. I said a little toy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo-yo is the answer. There are different tricks called walking the dog and shooting the moon and rocking the cradle and breaking your brother's tooth in half. That's what my brother did to me. No, he did it to me. Yep, that's why you don't spin it around a blind corner. Yo-yo is the answer. Sorry, I don't think he's listening or whatever, but this is being, only my voice is being live streamed, so probably the commentary is probably weird to listen to, but. Gen Alpha is the next question. What is the name of the currency that is used in the game Roblox? It's very similar to the word of the game, so even if you haven't played it. Try to throw in an easy one, but if you don't know Roblox, you might not know this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? Robux. Or Robux. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Silent generation. Question number 6. What toy introduced in 1959 became a cultural icon that is still popular today? What toy introduced in 1959 became a cultural icon that is still popular today? 1959, still around today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is Barbie. What'd you say? What'd you say, Elsie? It is a Barbie. Millennial question, question number 7. What once popular chain store was forced out of business more or less by Netflix? And I believe it's true that they had the opportunity to buy Netflix and they turned it down. And now they're no longer, or there was at least one of them around, but not a chain anymore. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? Blockbuster is the answer. If you're not familiar with that, that's okay. Gen Z. What was the plastic tool used to weave colorful rubber and plastic bands, this is question number 8, into decorative items such as bracelets and charms and such? Other things as well, but I never used it, so I don't know. What plastic tool is used, colorful rubber bands and plastic bands into decorative items? Then draw the picture of it. No, I'm just kidding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rainbow loom.
My picture looks like it. I'm gonna give myself half a point, because I can see it.
It's probably an off-brand or a whatever, offshoot or whatever. Number 9. Number 9 is a baby boomer one. What is the name of the duo who was the arch nemesis of Rocky, arch nemesis, or I don't know how you pluralize that, of Rocky and Bullwinkle during the height of the Cold War? What was the enemies or whatever, the duo name from Rocky and Bullwinkle? They were supposedly Soviet, Russian enemies. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Natasha and Boris, or Boris and Natasha? Yes. Gen X, question number 10. Popularized by MC Hammer and sometimes called Hammer Pants, what was another name for this 80s hip-hop fashion trend? Yep. We weren't just Hammer Pants.
Oh, when they,
Your dad wore them? Can't touch this. Oh, stay up here. Stay back here. There's no lights on this stuff back there. And that's just storage back there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Parachute pants. Parachute pants. They kind of went out like parachutes. I think some of them were probably made from parachutes. Question number 11, which is a Gen Alpha. True or false? In the game Among Us, the crewmates can fix tasks but cannot travel through vents. True or false? The crewmates can fix tasks but cannot travel through vents. True or false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is true. Is that correct, those Among Us fans? Because I have never played. I have it on my phone, but I've never played it. All right, Silent Generation. Silent Generation number 12. What children's toy, first sold in the United States in 1949, became a worldwide phenomenon? It is still around today as well. For some reason, almost all the Silent Generation pop culture ones were toys I could find good, that were good, that you guys had probably had any chance of getting. What toy in 1949 was first sold in the United States, became a worldwide phenomenon? At the count of 2, I'll give you a clue. 5, 4, 3. It was originated in Europe. 2, 1. Jesse? No, it is Lego. 1949, United States. Lego. Baby boomer question number 13. What was the men's hairstyle where both sides were combed to the back? I don't have enough hair to do this and show you, but back of the head and then downwards. What was the men's hairstyle where both sides were combed to the back of the head and then downwards? There was a name for it, not just what we would call ridiculous now. It was cool back then. It kind of sounds like a mullet, but that would be more shaved in the front and then grown in the back. Mullets are a choice that you have to live with. This one I think you could do, like you could have it and then not have it, the way you did your hair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's called the ducktail. Ducktail. Did anybody get that one right? What? It is a ducktail. Gen X, the next one, number 14. Name the 70s Saturday morning animated short series for kids, which was often focused on educational topics, and it was musical. I'll put that on there too. It might be a giveaway. 70s Saturday morning animated short series, which for kids that often focused on educational topics. Brendan's giving you extra clues there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Schoolhouse Rock. I believe he's like a baby boomer or Gen X himself, so that's probably why he showed it to you. You also watched Bill Nye, didn't you? Yeah. She was watching all the things I watched in my childhood. He probably has shown them ever since he started teaching. Number 15. There are only 4 more left in this section, and we'll take a break again. Number 15. For the first time in history, this service allowed sharing, or at least in publicly wise, I'm sure other people had been able to do it not so publicly. This service allowed sharing of MP3 files, but eventually was shut down because of copyright infringement. There are probably a couple different answers to this, but there's one that was most popular. What MP3 file sharing program eventually shut down because of copyright infringement? I had one that was a fruit related that was similar. If you weren't careful, you get something that wasn't the song, or you get something that was not an MP3 file. At least on some of them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Napster is the answer. Back in the day, it was hard to share different files and like that, and then so you could download music, which is a huge thing. Wouldn't have to put in CDs and cassette players, or cassette tapes. Silent Generation, number 16. Which of these fast food restaurant franchises, and so this is a multiple choice, was founded by a person or persons not born between 1925 and 1945? Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Domino's Pizza. Which one of these was not found by someone born between 25 and 45? Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, or Domino's Pizza? In other words, this generation started a lot of our fast food, and this is not even an extensive list. But one of them, I'll say they were born before then. To give that clue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think? It was McDonald's. McDonald's was founded by the McDonald's brothers, born in 1909 and 1902. And then the person that bought it from them was also born before that, Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was also born before then. So all the people that kind of started McDonald's and made it popular were born before then. Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha, number 17. What is the name of the virtual pet that was popular, and you might know this if you're not Gen Alpha, popular in the 2000s, and is making a comeback today? There's a specific one. There's a couple options possibly, but there's a specific one I'm looking for. What was the name of the virtual pet that was popular back, and I don't know why it says "and" on there, but in the 200, I keep on saying 200, the 2000s, and making a comeback today? Yep.
Well, the teachers always got mad when you pulled it out of your bag.
I had a gigapet, but I'm not looking at that for that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tamagotchis. Which I believe means some, I don't remember what it means in Japanese or whatever language it is. I believe it's some kind of, no, it's not Pocket Monster because it's Pokemon, but I don't know. Last question of this section is a Gen Z question. I don't know why it's a Gen Z question. I think I put a Gen X question instead of a Gen Z question. So I don't know why I did that, but you may know it anyway, you may not. This shouldn't be a Gen Z question. Sorry about that. What talking bear had a place in his back for a cassette tape while his mouth moved along with lyrics or stories? They did make a new one that was Bluetooth enabled, probably in Gen Z, but what talking bear had a place in his back for cassette tapes while his mouth moved along with lyrics or stories, and they had like size C or D big batteries in the back? I actually have one in my basement from a resale, and I haven't fixed it up. It doesn't work, so I'm trying to get it to work. Boo. It is a Teddy Ruxpin. Teddy Ruxpin. There were some other offshoots and all different kinds that were similar to it, but the original was Teddy Ruxpin. Do your scores if you haven't done them already, if you haven't been doing a running score. That is pop culture. The next one is music. What? If you're going to eat the whole thing, or you can get a half one.
Half of it.
Okay, try to cut it. It got really quiet in here. I'm not going to complain. The first music one will be a baby boomer. Is there only one left?
Yeah, there was only one left.
If there's only one left, you need to share it, Elsie. You didn't tell me there was one left and ask. Give about a minute. That way we can make sure that we're done by 8:30. I think we will be, but and if you have to leave before we're done, you can come up and get a little trophy. That would be the gift that you get if you don't finish out. You can still get a gift. Hi, Hannah. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1 of music is a baby boomer question. What Motown group You can tell I used voice to text when I was trying to do this quickly. Cemented their legendary status, not submitted their legendary status, cemented their legendary status with songs such as My Girl and Papa Was a Rolling Stone. But you probably know My Girl most of if you don't know the other one. My girl. It is something that Jesus was, and he didn't fall into it. I don't have any Bible trivia this time, but I'll maybe give you some clues that are Bible related. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Temptations, yes. Next one is the Gen X. If you can name both, you go on you, but if you could just name part of it, that's great. Name the iconic Irish band and their most famous album in 1987, named for a national park in California. If you can name the band, or if you have heard the album, you can put one of the other in your head, then you could do that. Iconic Irish band. Most people don't know that they're Irish, I don't think, but they are Irish. And their most famous album, 1987, named for a national park in California. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is U2 and Joshua Tree. And if you've seen the second Sing movie, both movies I think have a lot of U2 in it, but their lead singer is the big lion in that movie. So I'm connecting that to Gen Alpha and Gen. Millennial question number 3. What Tulsa, Oklahoma band had a hit song in 1997 called Mbop? I almost said Mbop. Mbop. Yep. Gotta love the one-hit wonder life. They had other songs, but I couldn't tell you any of them. It is the band of brothers named Hanson. Hanson. Fun stuff. All right, this is a Gen Z, but also probably a Gen Alpha too as well, or any generation really. What has Korean pop music become commonly known as? What has Korean pop music become commonly known as? This word was in part of one of the other answers. That's your clue. I was hoping that this one would be an easy one for you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. K-pop is the answer. K-pop. Next one's Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha, but probably a lot of Gen Alphas aren't on this, but which popular app is well known for short music clips and dances, often introducing older songs to new generations? It was banned for like a couple days. That's your clue there. If you're not in the know, you probably at least heard about it on the news. It was owned by China. It probably still is, I think. Whatever that details are, but yes. It's not Chuck E. Cheese? No, I don't. There probably is a Chuck E. Cheese app, but. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. TikTok, yes. Talk tick. Silent Generation number 6. What 1954 song by Bill Haley and his Comets is often at least partially credited with bringing rock and roll music into the mainstream popularity? What song by Bill Haley and his Comets in 1954 is often at least partially credited with bringing rock and roll music into the mainstream popularity? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Rock Around the Clock. If you've not heard that song, it is very catchy. Rock around the clock. Gen X. What family group reminded everyone that we are a family? This is question number 7. What family group reminded everyone we are a family? And it is not the Trolls. It was on the Trolls movie. It's not Branch and Poppy. There is a name of a group, and it's a family group. No, not that one. Nope. Good guess, though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does anybody know? Nope. Sister Sledge. Yep. That's one of those songs that most people know the name of the song, most of the words, but then they don't know who sung it. All right, next one is a baby boomer. Name 2 of the 5 members, or more if you can, of the Rat Pack. There's 2 that are most popular. If you get those 2, great. If you get others, great too. There's probably 3 that are most popular, that well known. If you get all 5, you can get an extra point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody have a chance? Everybody good? It is Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. Yeah, but I was going to say, most people know the first. So if you got 2 of those 5, great. If you got all 5, great too. But I would have probably only got the 3 of them if I wasn't the one writing the questions. This one isn't a Bible question, but it is a Christian music question for millennial generation. This trio was one of the biggest names in Christian music with rock pop albums called Jesus Freak, Free at Last, and Supernatural. One of the singers is still performing as Toby Mac. They're all from D.C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is D.C. Talk. If you don't know that one, that's okay. Just makes me feel old if you don't know it. I'm just kidding. Silent Generation, true or false? Bing Crosby recorded the hit White Christmas in 1946. True or false? Bing Crosby recorded the hit White Christmas in 1946. And I don't necessarily mean, I just read that and thought about, he probably recorded many different times, but it means the first time. So if you're going to argue with me at this time. True or false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is false. It was 1942. Got to pay the true and false ones. I might change up some of the dates on you. You didn't fall false? I can't even say false. Okay. Gen Alpha 11. I don't know why it says that on the screen, so don't read that. But it says, what song from a Gen Alpha Disney movie hit #1 on the Billboard music charts and stayed there for 5 weeks? What song from a Gen Alpha, and I didn't spell Alpha right, but Disney movie hit #1 on the Billboard charts and stayed there for 5 weeks? The only one that had done that before #1 was A Whole New World from Aladdin back in the 90s. This was recent, the past 5 years. That might help you as well, because the only other one that I could think of was a little earlier than that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think it is? We don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno Encanto. It was the #1 song in the country for 5 weeks. It was the number one question. A Whole New World, and we don't talk about Bruno. Number one songs from Disney animated films. Gen Z, question number 12. Kanye West, or Kanye, infamously interrupted her acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift was getting an award, and he goes up there and interrupts her speech and whatnot. Yep. I was gonna say that's a Gen Z, but I think us Gen X and millennials remember that probably more so. Baby Boomer, number 13. According to a song, where exactly was Fats Domino going to get his thrill? Yes, it has something to do with a fruit, yes. According to the song, where exactly was Fats Domino going to get his thrill? I was at some kind of, I think it was a New Year's event back when I was a kid, and he was actually performing there. So I'll never forget this song, because I saw him do it live, weirdly enough. I believe it was him. Maybe it was Chubby Checker. I can't remember. One of those weird game names. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On Blueberry Hill. Okay. This is a millennial one for number 14. Which rapper's name, and he's not a Christian rapper, I'll say that much. Which rapper's name is Christopher Brian Bridges? What rapper's real name is Christopher Brian Bridges, and it's one word? Give you that too. There's not that many that are just one word. Most of them have young and little and little. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody have a guess? What? Nope. Ludacris. I would have never guessed that one. That's why I put it on here, because I wanted the one that I would not have even thought of the right answer. So, but I thought maybe somebody might be a big Ludacris fan. I don't know. Nope. A Silent Generation, number 15. What style of music, popularized in the 1940s, blended jazz, blues, and gospel, and is considered the precursor to rock and roll and a lot of different things, but what style of music, popularized in the 1940s, blended jazz and blues and gospel, and is considered a precursor to rock and roll? Still a thing today, but I would say it sounds quite a bit different. Or at least somewhat different. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any guesses? R&B or rhythm and blues, yes. R&B or rhythm and blues was here before rock and roll. Gen Alpha. Hopefully more than Gen Alpha knows this one, but we'll see. And I wrote this question so it's a little wordy, I apologize. What well-known Broadway actress who also played Elphaba in the musical Wicked, what the most well-known Broadway actress who played Elphaba in the musical Wicked also sung what Disney earworm song sung by Very Cold Princess? That's a lot of words. What song? You don't have to know her name. You just need to know the name of the song. Sorry. I should have worded it better than that, but that was towards the end of this section, I was trying to come up with questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Let It Go. Yes. And if you didn't know, Gen X, question number 17. This is music, remember that, so we'll give you at least part of the answer. Who are Jordan, Joey, John, Danny, and Donnie? Brendan knows it, I saw him. Who are Jordan, Joey, John, Danny, and Donnie? And Donnie is related to a famous Mark. Random connection there. It's a Gen X one, so it's like one of the first boy bands. Well, one of the first boy bands of that kind of genre. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say at first. Right stuff. Oh, 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 oh. The New Kids on the Block. The New Kids on the Block. Gen Z. What song by Pharrell Williams, this is number 18, the last one of the section. What song by Pharrell Williams spent 10 weeks atop the Billboard Top 100 charts in 2014? It's also, because most of you probably do know it, but it also was on the first Despicable Me movie. Pharrell Williams, and it's one word. I'm really trying to help you get this without saying it. I'd be very mad instead of whatever this word is if you don't get it. Five, four, three, two, one. It is happy. Happy is the word, the song. Count your points. The next one is headlines, so more of like the news items and of the days and the different times of the generations. That's okay. I didn't tell you how I'm going to give out the prizes, so it might not matter if you get what the top score is or whatever. Got to remember. What? Where'd you get your face painted? Did you do that here? Oh, it's one way to do it. Oh, like the, yeah, whatever they're called. Like, shoot. You wrote 6'7" on there? My girls told me that I'm not allowed to say that. 6'7". All right, headlines. Oh, keep Jesus there. Keep those there too. Keep those there too. Oh, no. That's not a card. No. All right, headlines. I think Elsie's coming back. Let's go ahead and continue. You want to stay around for the last one, the slogans and slang, because you might learn what your kids are saying or what your parents are saying. We'll see. Millennial is the first headline. Number one, what was the name given to the expected computer glitch disaster on January 1st, 2000? There are even stickers on computers to remind you to do stuff and sorry. What was the name given to the expected computer glitch disaster on January 1st, 2000? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y2K, year 2000. Yeah, Y2K. What? 6'7". I don't have a question about 6'7", but. Gen Z. In November 2016, what Major League Baseball team won the first World Series since 1908, defeating the Cleveland Indians 4-3? In 2016, what Major League Baseball team won the first World Series since 1908? Nope, it's not 6-7. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any guesses? It is the Chicago Cubs. Yes, the Chicago Cubs. Baby boomers. What company developed the world's first handheld calculator in 1967? What company developed the world's first handheld calculator in 1967? Yes, well, I did say 6-7. I did say 6-7. 1967. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Its initials are TI. Texas Instruments. Hey guys, if you're up there, if you're up there, let's not put our feet down that hard, okay? Okay, thank you. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to blame it on anybody. I'll just ask you. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. It doesn't take much right there because there's a cover on something right there, so it doesn't take much, but that's okay. Gen X, number 4. What was the name of the first space shuttle which was launched in April 12th of 1981? I can talk. What was the name of the first space shuttle which was launched on April 12th, 1981? There were a lot of different space shuttles, but this one was the first one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any guesses? It was the Columbia. Sorry? Yeah. All right. Number 5 is the Gen Alpha, but it might not be known by Gen Alphas, but it happened recently since it's news. What city is the newest Catholic Pope, Pope Leo XIV, from? What city is Pope Leo, the Catholic Pope, from? It is it's American city. We're not that far away from it, but it's not Detroit, and it's not Grand Rapids. It's a little bit further south.
6-7.
It's not 6-7 either. That's not a city. Sorry. Probably whenever your generation starts naming cities, there might be renaming cities. Might be one that called 6-7 by then. It is what? Chicago. He is from Chicago. All right. Silent generation, number 6. Who became president of the United States in 1945? He was vice president before he became president. 1945, right after the longest president that was the president for the longest in history. Not 6-7 either. Nope. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Harry S. Truman. Truman. After FDR was Truman. I didn't put it up there on the screen, sorry. Number 7, Gen Z. In April 2019, the first ever images of this space phenomenon was released. This thing in space, the first ever pictures were released of it in April 2019. It's a very dark color, or absence of color, really. Five, four, three, two, one. Black hole, a black hole. We knew they existed, we kind of had seen, but the pictures we did not have. Gen X, number 8. What two countries did the channel, a funny name for a tunnel, but the channel finally connect via train? And it's called that because it went under a channel. What? 6 and 7 aren't countries. Sorry. Good guess, though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is France and England, or the United Kingdom to be more exact, but it is the England part of the United Kingdom. Number 9. What fastener was invented in 1955, which was the year my dad was born? What fastener was patented in 1955? I'm not sure when it was invented, but this is what it said, patented. So it's kind of, I think, trying to trick you the way that they try to word it. And now it's a word that we use for just in general. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Velcro was the answer. Velcro. Next one's Gen Alpha. Number 10. Question number 10 for Gen Alpha. True or false? Fortnite World Cup had a prize pool of over 300 million. True or false? Fortnite World Cup had a prize pool of over 300 million. And I promise I'm not trying to trick you with this one. I didn't change the number or anything on that one. I did mess up with the way the next one's formatted, so the answer's on top of the next question, so you'll see the next question. True is the answer. True. It was true. That's what I found. So, do you have another answer? The next question. Silent generation, number 11. In 1933, what major U.S. program was launched to provide jobs, infrastructure during the Great Depression? I think you're right there. What program? And more recently, they've kind of tried to do plays on different kinds of bills to do this as well. They added a color to the beginning of it and various things. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is called the New Deal. The New Deal. Number 12. Under headlines. In 1997, what Toyota model was introduced as the world's first hybrid car? What Toyota model, I don't know why I can't say Toyota today, Toyota model was introduced as the world's first hybrid car? It was a what? Oh, not a 6.7, a Prius. A Prius, a Toyota Prius. This is a Gen Alpha one. I think Emerson and Elsie probably know this one at least. What is the well-known nickname of Jimmy Donaldson, who holds the most YouTube views for an individual male, over 71 billion views? I can't even imagine that, but 71. What is the well-known nickname of Jimmy Donaldson, who holds the most YouTube views for an individual male, over 71 billion? Emerson, you know this. You watch him all the time. Well, used to. I can't keep up with you guys, but so then tell you know, if I'm going to do 5, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Mr. Beast, yes. He has over 410 million subscribers. Has the Amazon Prime show and a bunch of other things. He has chocolate feastables, yes. And drinks and stuff like that, yes. You didn't know it though, Emerson. Go back. Gen Z. We are on Gen Z number 14 under headlines. This 3-time gold medal, winter Olympic gold medalist, I don't know, he might be regular gold medalist too. We'll just do Olympic gold medalist. In snowboarding and skateboarding, I don't know if he had gold medals in skateboarding, but he did skateboard, was also known as the Flying Tomato. If you watch the opening ceremonies on NBC, he was one of the commentators for the Winter Olympics too. He has red hair, that's why he's called the Flying Tomato. 5, but his last name is a different color. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaun White is the answer. Probably the same here. Number 15 under headlines. Issued in 1950, and it was limited at first to a few restaurants. What was the name of the first credit card? Let me try to say that better, in a better way, but this is the way it... In 1950, it was issued, and it was limited at first to a few restaurants. What was the name of the first credit card? I believe that it's still around because I see its name on different things that what is accepted by different places, but I've never seen one in the wild. It's not McDonald's, but McDonald's might accept it. First credit card. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is the Diners Club. The Diners Club, first credit card. You do. All right, the next one is a Gen X one. What are you doing, Emerson? Okay. Gen X one. Where did the experimental prototype community of tomorrow open in 1982? Where did the experimental prototype community of tomorrow open in 1982? I will accept a couple different possible answers for what you might give for this. It's also known as something with the acronym. Where did it open, though? Also known as Epcot. It opened at Disney World in Florida. And don't get me on what exactly, what city and town or whatever. A lot of that is muddled because of the way Disney bought up property back then. But it's Central Florida, near Orlando and Kissimmee and Lake Buena Vista. But in Florida, at Disney World. Epcot, experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Originally, it was supposed to be an actual community people lived in that was supposed to be futuristic. It ended up just being a theme park with a huge geosphere, whatever it's called. Spaceship Earth is what it's called, but. All right, number 17. 1954, a landmark U.S. Supreme Court case declared segregation in public schools unconstitutional. What was the case? And again, I did voice to text and didn't edit myself. It's Jesus, yep. Yep, that's okay. Same thing. In 1954, a landmark U.S. Supreme Court case declared segregation in public schools unconstitutional. What was the name of the case? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brown versus the Board of Education. Yep. Millennial, last question of this section. What was the name of the first successfully cloned sheep in history? What was the name of the sheep that was cloned? It's also the name of a famous country singer. She sang 9 to 5. And a couple other, Jolene, and a couple other things. Yep, owns half of Tennessee, especially the Pigeon Forge area. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was Dolly, yes, Dolly. Break, quick break, quick break, quick break. If anybody needs drink or food or bathroom, do it now. Or for the most part, these questions are shorter, so it should, in theory, be quicker. We'll see. And then we will be done with our trivia. And we're starting with a Gen Alpha question. So if you have Gen Alpha kids or probably are on TikTok or on Facebook or anything, you probably have heard this one before, so hopefully you know what it means. We'll see, though. Gen Alpha, number 1, under slang and slogans. Emerson, are you going to help Julie? If someone says no cap, what are they trying to tell you, or what do they mean? You can word this in several different ways, but as long as you get the idea, we'll count it. If someone says no cap, what are they trying to tell you? Cap or no cap? What does it mean if there's no cap? Oops, I didn't put it up on the screen. Sorry about that. No cap. It's spelled like you think it would be. Right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Means what? They're being honest. They're telling the truth. There's no lies, or no cap is no lies. When you say something's cap, it's a lie or not true. And once I say it, it's not cool at all, right? But no cap. You should always be telling no cap. Number 2, millennial. On the TV show Full House, what phrase did DJ Tanner popularize as a way to say something was really neat? And I didn't know this was the origin story. But what phrase did DJ Tanner popularize as a way to say something was really neat? It's 2 words. DJ Tanner was the oldest of the sisters on Full House.
Wait, I wonder if this is the biggest trophy. I don't know. I think it is the biggest one.
And it has the word for food as the second word.
Foodie!
Real quick, it is
Foodie!
cool beans. Yes, cool beans. Yup, it's true. No cap. Baby boomer generation. What was someone wanting if they ask you to cut a rug? If somebody was asking you to cut a rug, this is question number 3 under the slang and slogans, what were they asking you to do? And they're not trying to put rugs or carpet down in a house. What does cut a rug mean? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Asking for a dance, or will they be asking for a dance, or they be dancing? You cut a rug. What? Because of what? Chelsea told you? That's okay. This one is a Gen X. What TV character played by Robin Williams used to say nanu nanu? I don't even know if I said it the same exact way he says it, but yes. He puts his hands to his head and says it. The clue I'm going to give is the other person on that show was named Mindy. That might have given you really 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Mork from Orc. Mork and Mindy. There we go. There we go. Gen Z. Number 5. This is
What's the 1 to 10?
slash was, and I did voice to text again, and I didn't do it. Sometimes it catches it, sometimes it doesn't. Was the Gen Z word that meant you totally dominated a performance. Hint, I even put the hint on here, Beyonce did it all day. And it rhymes with day. This is and was the Gen Z word that meant you totally dominated a performance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You slayed. Silent generations, next one on number 6. What word first used in the 1930s with jazz music and whatnot? It first started in 1930s with jazz music, but had its peak of popularity in the 50s and 60s, meant cool or excellent. There are probably a couple of possible answers here, but I'm looking for a specific one. I don't know who took Jesus. Jesus is hiding right now. What? It's on the ground. It's okay. It's okay. You heard him on the stage. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is there a guess? What? Nope. Groovy is the word I'm looking for. Groovy. It could be a couple different things, but that was the way that the question worded that I found. So groovy is the word. Baby boomer, number 7. We're almost halfway through the second, or the last one. I mean, can't talk. Finnish TV host Alan Funt's famous catchphrase, smile blank. And it's technically 4 words that follow it. I'll give you that clue. Smile blank. Alan Funt's famous catchphrase. And includes the name of the show that it's from. And we watched like part of an episode whenever we were down there for Christmas, I think. And my parents. Trying to help Elsie, but. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smile, you're on candid camera. Actually, I think they made a newer one whenever I was a teenager, I think, or kid, on Nickelodeon, but I can't remember if it was called that. Something similar to that. Gen X. What did someone mean if they said, on the flip side? On the flip side. What did someone mean if they said, on the flip side? Almost. Almost. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What does that mean? They would see you later. They would see you later is the most generalized way of saying it, but yes, the catch you later would be fine too as well. That's just another word of slang though. Catch you later. Gen X is the next, or not Gen X, Gen Alpha is the next one, number 9. And I don't know how confident I am in the answer that I found on this, but well, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Nope, not 6, 7. What does brain rot mean? It means you rot your brain? Yeah. Kind of the idea behind it, yes.
Wait.
And in general, it does mean that. I would say that 6, 7 is kind of, yeah, I would qualify that as brain rot. I even saw blind bags at Target that were like the blind bags, like little bag hanger clips that were brain rot ones. What does it mean? In scientific terms, it's excessive exposure to low quality content. Basically watching stuff that's not really worth your time and not really making you think too much. What do you say? Yes. I will count whatever you guys say as long as it's close to that. And doom scrolling is probably what we would call it as millennials or Gen Z or Gen Xers. But yes, basically watching stuff that doesn't make sense, memes that are like a shark on a banana or something like that. I forget what it is. There's Didn't know I was going to connect with you all guys on brain rot. Not just kidding. Yeah. That's so silly, huh? All right, millennials. Millennial question, number 10. A person who is interested only in mainstream popular things would be known as what to a millennial? A person who is only interested in mainstream popular things would be known as what to a millennial? It's one word. And if you don't know it, once I say it, you'll know it. You would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'd be basic. Yep. There's other different phrases that go along with it and whatever, but yes, that is what it is. Like somebody likes pumpkin spice latte, they're basic. Is one of the things I've heard. Gen Z. In tech speak, which probably isn't a Gen Z thing to say, what does TBH mean? I think that goes back as far as Gen X and millennials as well, like on AOL Instant Messenger and stuff, but what does TBH mean? It means fluff? Moth? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's similar to no cap. To be honest. To be honest. And weirdly enough, I use it sometimes, so I don't know if that makes me cool or not cool, but. True or false? Silent generation, number 12. Silent generation, true or false? 23 skidoo was a slang expression used in the 1920s and 30s, meaning to leave quickly. If you were to 23 skidoo, you were leaving quickly. True or false? Well, it was weirdly enough, I heard this on the radio yesterday, and they said that Gen Alpha is starting to use silent generation and baby boomer slang. Some. And the person's like, where do they find it? And the person's like, there's a thing called the internet. But they even mentioned this slang word. Does it mean true or false, leave quickly? 23 skidoo. True or false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is true. It does mean to leave quickly. 23 skidoo. I got a 23 skidoo. It's true. Number 13. What product was the quicker picker upper? Gen X. It's probably where it started or was most popular, but it's still called that. What is the quicker picker upper? Mm-hmm. What product? It is a brand of Paper product. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you know what it is? It is paper towel, but what kind of paper towel? Bounty. Bounty paper towel. If you feel okay with counting that right, then you can. Because I have a feeling that you, you need to get where the points where you can get them. Gen Z, but also other generations. Number 14, what network asked, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It is a mobile cell phone network. So that only gives you a few options. There was a guy with glasses that was walking around with his cell phone asking, can you hear me now? And the thing was that on their network, you could hear him more places than other networks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It still exists today. It is Verizon is the answer. Later on, another company hired the guy and they used him for it, but it was Verizon. Gen Alpha, Gen Alpha, Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha number 15. What does saying someone ate mean to a Gen Alpha when talking about what they did? If you say they ate, what does that mean? When someone said, when Gen Alpha says someone ate, what does that mean? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What does it mean, Elsie? They did something very impressively or well. And if you add, they left no crumbs, that means they did it very, very well, like they ate and they didn't leave any crumbs when they ate. So if you hear the youngins say that, that's what that means. No, that was just you that said that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. No, we did say that, sadly. Baby boomer, number 16. There's only 3 more questions. You can hold out. You can make it. You got it. In 1960s and 70s, toilet paper commercials, what did Mr. Whipple, which was the name of the guy that worked at the grocery store, say to his customers? Do you know this one? In 1960s and 70s toilet paper commercials, may have used it after or before then, but that was when it was most popular. What did Mr. Whipple say to his customers? It was a certain brand of toilet paper, and it even says it in what he says. Do you know that one? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? Don't squeeze the Charmin. People would go in the commercial, they would squeeze the Charmin toilet paper rolls, and he would tell them not to squeeze the Charmin. And they wanted people to buy it because of that. The weird slogans didn't just start now. No, I'm just kidding. But it's memorable, isn't it? Silent generation. What slogan was used by the United States government in the 1940s to encourage families to grow their own food to support the war effort? They called this thing, what they told them to do. It's 2 words. 2 words. What did you say? Farm? You're on the right area. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Victory Gardens. I wasn't around when it, but when I know it did happen in Europe, but whenever I was looking it up, and I tried to fact check a little bit, I did find United States stuff with it. So I didn't have time to really deeply fact check. So if you want to argue, you can. Yep. Yep. Basically, there was certain types of vegetables that they would prescribe that you would do in this garden, and then so that it would be less. I don't know what I'm saying. Less demand on like grocery stores or suppliers or whatever. What? Last question. It is a millennial question, but it's probably before and after that, so you might know it. What is or was the acronym for someone who has anxiety that something exciting may currently be happening somewhere else? Or you might not be able to experience something because you aren't going to something. You can give the acronym or what it represents, either one. I'll count. It's easier to just do the acronym, but what is the answer? It is FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. If you have FOMO, you're afraid that you're going to miss something. Elsie has always had fear of missing out. If you want to count that, that's okay. Count all your scores. Calculate your scores. Where did Jesus go? There he is.
Here you go. There's no brown.
Oh, give me the markers, okay?
What,
You don't need those markers because those are more permanent.
just put it These are just practice. Hika! Does it work still? What are we doing? I'm gonna act like it's small.
I'll move this stuff over here.
everyone, I am the host, and I say I win.
Hello. I can press start or turn this on and then be the host of this.
No, don't touch it. Why? Because what? Everybody get off my podium.
Yeah, it's my chair. Thou sir, cannot do this. I will sit on you.
No, don't say that.
I will sit on you.
And to get about Is this still on? Wait, is that still on? What? Oh, it's still on. Did you say something in there? It's still on. Really? Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it is on. Is that hello. Oh, I am Johnny. He shall decide. Hey, do you guys want to play tag? Who wins, sir? Do you guys want to play tag? 1, 2, 3, you're it.
Okay. Good. I can't put this down. I have to put this down first.
Yeah, like I'm gonna believe that.
Guys, I want to play. Who's it?
Wait, no, guys. Hold on. Restart. Guys, this game. OT didn't tag me. Let's do infection.
Infection? What's infection?
Infection tag. Basically, when you're tagged, you're it with all the previous tags. So you guys are all tagged. Okay, stand. No.
Hello? Hello, Steve? Hello? Can you hear you? Little Jesus. Talk. I hate you. What? Mommy. You didn't say that. Yes, I did. California girls, yeah, get a ball. She's shooting at Jesus, get a ball. JC Santana. Jesus, it's the best one ever. Jesus, what? Hello? Is anybody here? Noah. Noah. Hello, Hagger. You haven't tagged because you have to go.
I was not tagged.
The podium. No. Noah. Noah. Come here. Okay. Honey, you say 6, 7. You say it.
Trivia night. I'm a genius.
What did you write on it?
I had your dad write it. Trivia night. Genius. I'm a genius now. I'm the genius.
Mine says 6, 7.
What does it say on the other side?
Hello. Coming up on the stage. Saying hello to you. I was 6, 7. Oh, that works. That actually works. Yeah. How did that work? Say 6, 7. No, you don't. One more time. 6, 7. This is a premise. 6, 7. Today I'm going on the piano. Love Jesus. Love Jesus. No, it's that. Stop. Today, everybody are going on the piano. Just kidding. Today is Jesus.
No. Stop using this mic.
Hello. This is our dad's mic. Stop, God.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop using this mic. Yeah, stop. 6, 7. 6, 7.
6, 7.
I told